Hi everyone, it's great to see you. I'm Lorna and today we are going to make a Pom Pom. To do this you are going to need a piece of card, maybe from some packaging or a heavy envelope, but you need it to be sturdy enough that it won't bend. A pair of scissors, a pencil, two round things to draw around, one of which is smaller than the other and can fit inside, and a ball of wool, any colour of your choice. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold our cardboard in half so that whatever we draw here we're going to get a double of, and we're going to draw around our long circle. I'm going to take it to the edge so it's easier to cut out, and I'm going to draw around it so I can see where I'm going to cut. Okay, and then I'm going to take my smaller circle and I'm going to place that as much in the middle as I can. And again, I'm going to draw around it. And we can put that to one side. Okay, so I now have two circles on my cardboard. I'm going to take my scissors and cut them out together. If this is a bit tricky, you could ask a grown-up for help, or you can take two separate pieces of cardboard and you can draw them out separately and then join them together. You don't need to worry about it being too neat because these are just going to go in the bin once you've made your Pom Pom and nobody's going to see them. Okay, so that's the outside of my circle cut out, and now I want to very carefully fold this in half and take a little snip like that so I can get through the cardboard. You want your scissors to face down and be very careful of your fingers. I'm going to take some little snips in the inside hole to make it easier for me to cut out. That's us. And then I'm going to cut round the inside line. And again, this doesn't need to be too neat. You just need there to be a space to thread your wool through. Put all your bits and pieces to one side so you've got less to tidy up later. Okay, so we now have two rings of cardboard. I'm going to take my wool and unwind it a wee bit, and I'm going to tie the wool on just in the middle of the rings. You want to tie them both together and just make a little knot like this. That's to keep it steady while you wind. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to cut your wool at a point that you think you can manage to wind it through. You don't want to have too much and make it too difficult for yourself, but the ball of wool won't pass through your middle circle, so you need to make this cut. Okay, so once you've done that, you can start to wind the wool through the inner part of the ring. Your scissors, and we're going to keep doing this all the way around. So this is going to take you a while. It's a nice thing to do maybe in an afternoon in the garden or while you're watching something. We need to wrap it all the way around the ring, and then we need to wrap it all the way around and all the way around until the hole in here becomes much smaller. So I'm going to keep doing this. You're going to come back to me. Once you've finished your first bit of wool, you just need to add the next one. You can do the same thing, tie it in a little knot and then carry on. And I'll see you when there's more of this done. See you later. Hi there, it's nice to see you back. So I was a bit of a tidy up, and also I've covered the 2 rings once, okay? So now what you need to do is, now you've covered it once, you need to keep going. Don't worry about any little loose ends that you've got from bits of the wool. You just need to keep going, round and round and round, probably about another 3 times, so you might want to get a seat. See you shortly. Hi there, it's good to see you back. So, after lots and lots of winding of wool, you should have quite a thickly padded set of 2 rings, and the hole in the middle should be much smaller than it started off as. Okay, so first thing we're going to do before we do anything else with this is to cut a piece of the wool. Now you want to make this quite long because you might want to use it for hanging your pom-pom up. Okay, so I'm going to cut that so that I've got it ready. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our wool covered card and we're going to very carefully start cutting. So round this edge here, all the way round, we are going to take little snips in the wool. You want to be very careful about this, and you can take your time. So as you can see, the bits of wool are starting to come loose. So once you start cutting, you'll see that the edge of the wool comes loose, and you'll be able to find the gap in your 2 pieces of cardboard, and you'll be able to use them as a guide to cut through the rest of your wool. So once you finish cutting through the last of your wool, you should now have the 2 rings and wool on either side, but we want to be able to join those together to form our pom-pom. So we take our piece of wool that we cut earlier and we trap it between the 2 pieces of cardboard so the wool is running between them, and we tie it in a very tight knot. So the knot is going in between your 2 pieces of cardboard. Okay, now you might want to bring it back round to the other side and do the same thing again. And you might even want to tie a couple of knots to make sure it's secure. Okay, so once you've tied the knots in your wool, now we can get rid of the cardboard frame. So what you want to do is just take your scissors again and cut in to the circle of card on both sides. Just a little snip, and you can take those away. And then all you're left to do is to tidy up your pom-pom. So any loose ends you might want to trim and make it as neat as you can. If you want to, you could even add some decorations onto your pom-pom, some eyes to turn it into a little creature maybe. And once you're quite happy with the shape of your pom-pom, you can use these 2 extra bits of wool and tie them in a little knot at the top that will let you hang your pom-pom up. If you don't want to do that, you can just trim them with the other bits of wool when you're tying your pom-pom. Let's even that up. And now we have a pom-pom that can hang. So, good luck with yours. Remember to help your grown-up tidy up any mess. And we'll see you next time. Bye!